Story time, how I was dating this Jamaican man who was a designer label whore. Like, his priorities was all jacked up, but he always had on his designers. So let's get into the story. So I was dating this guy just because I was bored. I'm gonna throw that out there. I was just bored. I know it was bad, but sometimes, you just like was been so single for so long, you just like, oh, I'm gonna just date somebody. He was just the person I decided to date for the moment. And I knew it was not gonna last, but I just entertained it for a couple months. So it was my birthday.
So, in other words, you were basically just using him for the moment to see what you could get out of him. Knew you shouldn't be dating him, wasn't really into him, but you were just gonna get what you could out of it.
Okay. And he knows I don't really care for designer. I'm like, I don't need a European logo to make me feel special or feel like money. So I came in for my birthday because I hanged out with my family, and then I came over his house, and then I was just rocking like a whole jeans outfit. It was cute because everyone said it was cute, but it just wasn't a designer. So he said to me, "This is what you wore?" I said, "Yeah, that's what I wore. What's wrong with that?" He said, "Why don't you wear designer? Like, you have the look. Like, you have the look. People will be all over your body if only you would wear some designer." Mind you, he's one of them Jamaican men that always want to wear a label, a brand, like something expensive to make people think that he has money, feel like he has money. That's him. If you guys know them Jamaican people, he's one of them. So I was just like, what? I said, I look fine. But then he starts seeing how my attitude starts switching up, so he dropped the topic. But in the back of my head, I said, boom, noted. So Christmas time, because my birthday is December 7th, so it's Christmas time, we decided to exchange gift. And I said, okay, he's big into labels. I bought him an MCM belt. That's when MCM was popping at this time. And then, you know what this man bought me for Christmas? He bought me an H&M jacket. A jacket that I could have bought myself. So I went online to see how much the jacket cost. It was $50. I said, oh, Mr. Designer brand and label. I said, bet. You know what I did? I took back my MCM belt, gave him back his jacket, and I said, we're done. We're done. He was in shock. Like, I said, oh yeah, Mind you, I didn't even tell him. I just broke up with him and I left it at that. He kept on calling. And I was just like, yo, leave me alone. So he said, please tell me what I did wrong. And I told him, I said, remember what you said to me about how I looked for my birthday? And I bought you a belt, a designer belt. And then you had the audacity to buy me a $50 jacket. Mr. Whole, you need to start rocking designer labels and brand. But you ain't buy me that. You bought me something I could have bought myself. The audacity of you. I'm thinking you about to come in here with some fine, expensive shit, and you didn't. But see what you was doing? You was all chatting. You was chatting. So you need to buy this for yourself. You need to buy that for yourself. See, now, you my man, you gonna buy that shit for me. If that's what you want me in. Clearly, you ain't do that. Oh, but I was struggling financially. But then you see your priorities was all effed up because you couldn't afford the shit that you were rocking.
Okay, so she said a lot. I think it's real funny that she has the expectation that this man was supposed to be buying her designer. First of all, you said at the beginning of the video that he was one of those Jamaicans that just likes to front like he got it when he really doesn't. So you know the man ain't got the money. So you're dating somebody you know likes to front. That's on you. That's who you chose. Why would you expect somebody else to buy something for you that you wouldn't even buy for you? You're not a designer person, or so you say. You see that this person wears designer, goes out of his way to even buy designer when he doesn't have the money to buy designer. And you now have the expectation because he said something to you on your birthday that from here on out, he should just be buying you designer. Make it make sense. You don't even buy designer for yourself, but you want this man because he's wearing it. He's also got to put you in it too. This man ain't gonna have no money. He already doesn't have no money according to you. So if you really wanted it, why couldn't you go and buy it? Why didn't you go and buy it? Because you jumped on the designer bandwagon for Christmas, got him a designer belt, and he didn't get you designer, you take the gift back and break up with him. So you really got the gift because you expected something expensive in return, not because you actually wanted to get it or that you could afford to get it. You specifically said, okay, I'm gonna get him something expensive, and if he doesn't get me anything expensive, then this whole thing is over. You didn't even want to be with this man in the first place. I think a lot of women like to put expectations on men that they don't even have for themselves. A lot of women expect men to pay for their hair, for their nails, for their makeup appointments, for trips, to pay their bills. All these things, you expect him to be reaching in his pocket to pay for. But you can't even afford those things on your own. When you're by yourself, you be doing your own nails because you can't afford to go to the nail salon. You paying Keisha from around the way to give you those hood hairstyles because you can't afford it. But all of a sudden, when you get with a man, you put all the expectation on him. But you got so many women who today they feel so entitled to a man's money. Not only are you gonna maintain yourself, but you gotta maintain me, baby. You gotta pay for my bags, my shoes, my hair, my nails, my lashes, everything. But on your own, were you paying for those things? She says in the video that she couldn't afford those things, that she was not a designer girl. So because you see that that's how he likes to take care of himself, now you want that. Now you're putting the burden on him to also maintain you in that lifestyle. That's just crazy. And then the sad part is she doesn't even realize how stupid she sounds. A lot of women are like this today. Women have this expectation that once they get with the man, they can just sit back, the man's gonna take care of everything. They don't have to maintain themselves. That suddenly that's the responsibility of the man. You heard what she said. She said, if you want me to wear designer, then you're gonna put me in designer. Girl, bye. It don't make no sense, y'all. I gotta go. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.